Amar came to the house. He was just cool. He was cool. We did our little bit of business, and maybe he was checking us out because we had already stopped eating pork. Our eating habits was already refined.
Okay, so
see, we had studied.
That was due to the
reading, and the whole thing.
Absolutely.
And plus, we hung out with some of the brothers, some of the Orthodox Muslim brothers. See, our eating habits had already had changed.
Because a lot of them were musicians.
They was musicians.
So we all knew them.
See, you met all of these guys shedding.
bringing people together.
Exactly.
Because there was nothing. You don't see it now, guys, and it's kind of sad. It is not kind of sad, but it is sad because it was where everybody walked around with instruments. They had horns and flutes and stuff. And everybody had a trumpet and you wouldn't.
I had a kunga
on
my
his shoulder
all the time.
You know, we walked around with drums.
Bursting the arts.
So you could just at any given time you could break out.
And that's what would happen.
And that's what would happen on the streets back in the late 60s and early 70s.
One person sit down and start playing, somebody else comes
Come up with a horn. And
you
you got a whole bunch of people what they call shedding.
Shedding.
It's called shedding. Musicians, if you ever ask a musician what is shedding is just like hair. You like all the things you learned, you shedding it. You showing people what you done learned. What did you done learn? You shedding it out. That's the word that was screamed. And as a result of meeting them brothers, our eating habits have kind of changed. And even though it wasn't
as refined.
It wasn't etched in stone like we had wanted to become, but it was getting there.
Yeah, because there was still certain things that we didn't know. We were learning.
That same crescendo. That same crescendo coming up. Now, about a week or so later, me and Jamel was together. We stood on the corner of 37th and Barrett. That is like three blocks from our house. And Amar was doing his thing, and I never heard him say this until then. Because that first week, he was just checking us out, filling us out, and that's when he dropped that the black man is God.
So he just came out and said the black
Well,
man.
in a build-up.
Okay.
We were just building like we are building now, and then in that moment, I'll never forget it. In that moment, he said, "The black man is God," because that was his sign-off statement. Because he lived on 36 and Pelton, and we went this way. So he walked away, and me and Jamel was standing there, and we slapped hands, just like that. And I said, "Jamel, we got it."
So
God,
you immediately
God, I'm not on face value, but like I said, God, we were well read. We was building up to this, God. And when he said it, and this is when people say about hearing it, I'm saying you heard it. And when you heard it, the way Amar put it, it wasn't mysterious or magical or mystical or none of that.
No.
It was just the way he said, and so God, and that's why the black man is God.
Right, as a matter of fact.
As a matter of fact, that's the good term, God. As a matter of fact.
I like the synth, Mega. Do it again.
To see the entire complete film that these segmented clips come from, join 7 On Demand. Add on with me as we take our media to the next level.